Up. Good morning, Chancey Cardinals teachers and staff. It's time for the weekly news. This week is January 19th through January 22nd. Welcome back. Yesterday, you celebrated Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday. It's a national holiday, and we want to thank him for his service and contribution to the country. I want you all to think, though, what are some backpack relevant or related skills that Dr. Martin Luther King exemplified or demonstrated or showed us while he was really fighting for civil rights? Any thoughts, Ms. Burton or Mr. Cahill?
Yeah, I have one. What comes to mind first is productive collaborator. We like to think Dr. Martin Luther King as this person that did things all by himself. Not that he wasn't great, but he really worked with other people well. He was an organizer and a great leader, and that's why we celebrate him, because he was that good team member.
Yeah, I agree. And honestly, he could touch on every single skill because he was just such an amazing, well-rounded person. But when I think of him, I think of prepared and resilient learner, because he resilient individual, period, but prepared and resilient learner because he was always wanting to learn and grow and reach out to the community to see how we could be better as a country. And he was resilient because he had so many people coming at him and so many people being negative towards him and not wanting him to do the great work that he was doing, but he didn't care. He kept charging forward. So that's what I love most about him.
I can't help but think about, real quick, effective communicator, just because he's known for his speeches and just communicating his thoughts and feelings and his passion for what he wanted to do. And so we just touched on 3 of his backpack skills. Not that you all have to be as amazing as and have a national holiday like Dr. Martin Luther King, but you all have the potential to do all those things. And so we just want to remind you that they are in all of us. And Dr. Martin Luther King is an example.
Absolutely, yes. All right, virtual expectations for this week. Boys and girls, I'm reminding you to continue to use those Google Meet links correctly. No hanging around in different Google Meets. No clicking into different links and hanging out with your buddies. I know you want to connect, but that is not the way to do it. So make sure you use those Google Meet links correctly. Make sure you turn in all of your assignments and make sure they are complete when you turn them in so that you can get a grade for it. And then lastly, please take care of your materials. I'm getting so many computers being turned in that need to be swapped out because screens are broken or keyboards are broken. Take care of those computers, boys and girls. We need those back when we come back into the building. So those are my reminders for this week.
Thanks, Ms. Burton.
Weekly weather predictions for this week. Monday, we were off. It was 33 degrees. Today, Tuesday, 44 degrees and some sun. I hope you get outside. And then it looks like the rest of the week, boys and girls, they're calling for rain. 40 degrees on Wednesday, 49 degrees on Thursday, and then 40 degrees again on Friday.
Rain, go away.
How about all of winter go away?
That'd be nice. All right, so boys and girls, our amazing PTA gifted every one of your teachers this book. It's called What Do You Do with a Chance? And this is one of Miss Ivory's favorite books, favorites.
That's true.
And so I want to read I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
I want to read a little part just give you a little taste of what's in this book, and then hopefully your teachers will read it to you, and you all can have a bit of bigger discussion. But the character in the book is trying to figure out what he does with his chance, and he says, I went to reach for it, but I missed and I fell. I was embarrassed. I felt foolish. It seemed like everyone was looking at me. I decided I never wanted to feel this way again. And that's just one snippet of the book, but that's where the character is describing what it felt like for him when he was trying to take a chance. Do you all have anything else to add to that?
I just think that we all we take chances all the time, but we can't, and sometimes we fail and sometimes we succeed. But most importantly, when taking a chance, pick yourself back up. It's not the end of the world. And I think when you read this book, you'll find that out. And that's why I like the book so much, because it just really touched me in that. And I know, boys, that probably sounds cringy, but whether it's basketball or sports or whatever, pick yourself back up. It's not a cringy thing to really go hard in the paint or whatever. I know I'm corny, but continue to take chances and to just overcome. It may be embarrassing and it may hurt, but it's something that we all have to do to grow.
I agree.
And I would just add, it's part of having that growth mindset. I would hope that all Chansey Cardinals, you could feel safe to take chances here at Chansey.
Yeah, I agree. All right, kiddos. Sorry, I know some of you don't like to be called that. Students, talk to your parents and get them to turn in all of that paperwork. We've got another challenge going on right now. In February, we're going to pick 4 more winners to receive a $25 gift card, free money. So make sure your parents turn in all of their paperwork. Tell them to check our social media platforms. Tell them to check the newsletters that go out each week. There's a link in there where parents can go and complete those those back to school forms. And then the class with the most forms completed every student could receive a Roblox or a Minecraft gift card. What do you think about that? Mm-hmm. Every student.
Roblox and Minecraft? I want one.
So teachers, students, round up all that paperwork so that your class could be the top class and receive those gift cards.
I wonder who's going to win.
No, I do too.
This kind of stuff, Cahill. Can you think of Maro's class wins a lot of stuff? She's on it, doggone it. She gets her people to do the stuff. So, Miss Maro's class, I'm challenging you to make that happen. Shout out to Quick Recall team. They won a match against Wilder Elementary. I don't know if you all know this, but our Quick Recall team is in full session, and they brought home the W for Chansey. So shout out to all of you. You know what, Mr. Stahl, we need the names of the Quick Recall members, and so we should have called them out. Guess what? We'll do that next week. Don't worry. Shout out to you all.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to say shout out to the coaches and the students participating during this, time.
Yeah. 5th grade memory book. 5th graders, talk to your parents and have them submit a picture of you and a short little notes to include in the 5th grade memory book. We won't have a school-wide yearbook like we typically do just because of the pandemic and having to learn online. But for our 5th graders, because they're leaving, we wanted to do a small little memory book for them. So get those pictures in. We need them by February 11th.
All right, boys and girls, Chansey has started a new wellness club. Mr. Swim, Mr. Odom, Ms. Zapp, and I believe Miss Wolf are helping. And I could be wrong on who's all helping. There could be more of you all.
Fit people. The fit people are in it, but that's okay. This is an opportunity for you to be fit too.
Yeah, so you can join them on Wednesdays at 8:30. This is a school-wide event. If get up early, do a little exercise, get yourself ready for the day, and maybe see some people that you don't normally see. So every Wednesday at 8:30, look for those links in your Google Classrooms.
And I want to shout out the teachers that showed up to be in the wellness club as well. I know whether you're fit or not, you showed up and you took a chance. I think that's taking a chance. It can be small or big, but it's still taking a chance. Thanks to all of you for showing up.
That's a good callback to take a chance. Did you know, boys and girls, that gorillas burp when they're happy? So I'm guessing their laughing sound is a burp.
Do they laugh, Cahill? Do gorillas laugh? See, I'm telling you, we're personifying animals. I don't know if animals do that kind of thing. I don't think they have feelings. But you know what? I know I'm saying this and someone's going to challenge me. I'm just telling you, I took a class. That's what I learned.
Well, dogs wag their tails, and they're happy.
That's true.
I can't debate it because I'm just telling you.
When I'm mad.
Yeah.
Joke of the week, boys and girls. Why couldn't the pony sing a lullaby?
I don't know why.
Because she was a little horse.
Aww. Sweet pony.
Poor thing.
All right. And we are continuing the grade level lunch bunches. We just had 2nd grade's lunch bunch last week. This week, 1st grade, it's your turn. On Thursday, we'll put a link in your classroom around lunchtime for you to join me and Mr. Swim and anybody else who wants to show up just to kind of talk, eat lunch, and socialize.
Okay, effective communicator. You know, we've been talking about backpack skills. This is just another one of them. We touched on it with Dr. Martin Luther King. But what does effective communicator really mean? It means that you express your ideas clearly and correctly in many formats, verbally, digitally, visually, and in writing. Change your message in order to suit your audience. So you recognize that when you're speaking to different people, you have to change how you talk and maybe what you even say. Use vocabulary and writing skills that are specific to the subject, and responsible use of technology, boys and girls. I'm going to remind you about that once again, like Ms. Burton said, just because we are in a virtual setting and the responsible use of technology is so important right now. But we're using that to communicate your ideas. And the effective communicator is huge, and it's one of the easier backpack skills, I think, similar to resilient learner in that you just naturally do it. But beefing up or improving upon how you communicate is something that is a lifelong skill. It is something that I challenge myself with. Mr. Cahill and I talk about this often, just how we want to communicate, whether it's in a written format or whether it's just publicly speaking with others. And so that's something that's super important.
Yeah, I agree. And some of the artifacts that you could include for this skill is maybe a video of a project or activity that you were doing, a recorded speech or a recorded conversation or collaborative discussion you had with a group, maybe a written explanation of a project or a task, or a written reflection, or just you sharing out your learning. Those are all different types of artifacts that you could upload into your backpack for this skill.
Mm-hmm. I would just add intermediate boys and girls, third, fourth, and fifth, when you're answering those open response questions, restate that question and then answer it directly. That's being an effective communicator. You're giving the audience exactly what they asked.
And fifth graders get to become effective communicators naturally because they have to do defenses at the end of the year. They have to stand up and communicate their learning to the panel. So they definitely get practice with that skill.
Looking forward to your defenses, fifth graders. I cannot wait. And a shout out to special area teachers for helping with that and making sure those are going to be top notch. And just as a reminder, you all are magical. Have a great week and remember to do whatever it takes. We miss you.
Have a great week, everybody.